The Pentagon challenge here on the Whitbank Spurs page. But no, I am not the Whitbank Spurs manager. As you can see here, Thabo September has taken over from me. Have a look at managers. I was sacked. Now, it wasn't because I was doing badly or anything. It was because they sacked me because I was applying for too many other jobs and they didn't think I was being loyal enough to them. Problem is, I was looking to leave Whitbank Spurs, but because I was sacked and they're only a 1.5-star team, that put my reputation even further down. So unfortunately, I've had to scratch around for a club. I managed to find one pretty quickly, but it's at, I suppose, a worse level. So we'll head into it now. And we are at Sunsource in the Hong Kong Premier League over in China, over in Hong Kong. The thing I like about this, though, is that we are in the Premier League, so that's something, as you can see there. I'll take you through the kind of rules of the league. Only 18 games, because there's only 9 teams and you play each other. Or no, there's 10 teams, but you play each other twice. The good thing is, though, if you win the league, you do qualify for the Asian Champions League, which is something I'm definitely looking into. Because I feel it's a winnable league, even though we're not going to win it this year, because Sunsource were a newly promoted team. And that's the reason, because I don't think I've got a first division here. No, it doesn't look like there's any first division here. So they kind of came up without a manager. As you can see, coming through, they've had back-to-back promotions and now they're here. They're actually financially, they're quite well off, though, compared to Whitbank Spurs. They've got 240k in the bank now. They are projected to lose a bit of that, but nonetheless, they are in a better position. Anyway, today I'm going to talk you through the fixtures and the transfers we made. And then the next episode will actually happen on exactly the same date in game time, because we've got ourselves a Hong Kong Senior Challenge Shield final against South China. So we're looking to bring home the first bit of silverware in this series. Anyway, look through the transfers. We got actually a bit of money to spend, and I thought we invested it wisely in the squad. You can see a fair amount of guys coming in for 22k, and then only 3 leaving on freeze. That was Iwan Nagasa. These guys I really didn't know who the hell they were. He went to Yuan Long, Ivan Razamovic, and Felipe all went out on free transfers. Didn't really know who the hell they were, so I just decided to release them. All these guys were my signings. Kong Ho Man was a centre back I brought in. The scouts even kind of lied to me, thinking he was a bit better. He really isn't very good, but he's actually done not too bad when he's had to fill in. Yip Tus Chun, who's playing on the left a few times. He's actually been quite a decent signing. As you can see, 4 goals and 3 assists in his 7 appearances. Stats are going down. He's 31 years old. He's got 1 cap for Hong Kong as well, which is good to see. Tam Chi Kit, right back and left back again, backup, 2-star only. 9 games, 6.77 rating, not too bad. So he actually hasn't really been a backup. He's playing a fair bit. A few stats on the up as well, which is good to see. Lee Ka Ho, he's a right winger, 23 years old. He's not really featured in the team too much. Just one start and 2 appearances off the bench in the league. He's got good flair, good first touch, okay pace, I suppose. But he's a fairly limited player, but a lot of these guys are limited players. Cha Ka Chun, striker we brought in. Now this guy was a woeful signing. He was probably the worst of the lot. He 1 game, 1 assist, which actually isn't too bad, but he's only a half-star rating, I think. If we have a look at the reports, yeah, just not good enough really for this level. So it was a bit of a poor signing. Medar Koya, he's been one of our better signings, bringing him in for 5k, which is big bucks for this league. He looks a decent enough centre mid. He's played 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. But 7.45 rating overall is very impressive, and has been really kind of the focal point of our team, you know, coming from Southern District, who are already in this league, and he's done quite well, to be honest, and he really is probably the best player at the club at the moment. Chuck Lund came in for 17k. 20-year-old, looks quite good actually. One of the best players we have. Hasn't played too much, but because he's only 20, 6 starts and one off the bench, 3 goals and 2 assists with 7.4 rating. I think that's a fairly good. That's a fairly good rating, really, and it's he's been quite good, and his stats are on the up, which is good to see. Not bad overall. Young Chish Ho, again backup left back. Only played 1 game, 7 rating, but not too bad, I suppose. Ranulfinho was a bit of a find, a Brazilian youngster, 18 years old, looks quite good. Hasn't played too many games, 2 games, 6.5 rating, so really nothing too special from him. He's getting a little bit concerned also that he's not getting enough game time, so we might have to play him in a few games. And then we brought in Daniel, which is probably the best signing of the lot on a free transfer. Again, another Brazilian. He's probably the best. This guy is probably the best player at the club. 5 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 7.28 rating. His physicals are just absolute animal-like for this league, and his technicals aren't even too bad. The mentals could do with a bit of work, but you know, again, at this division, the standard isn't great, and you're going to have to take that into consideration. We do have a few guys joining us. We've got Lee Sung-ho. All of these are regens, I believe. Yeah, Lee Sung-ho is a 17-year-old South Korean player. Looks, again, physically very good and quite speedy. Decent. Luis Eduardo is at us at the moment, I think, he's at us at the moment on trial, but he's joining. These are when these guys, I think, turn 18. This guy's fairly gifted and will hopefully kind of rip up this league when he joins. Yusuf Nari, he's a Moroccan international, I think, 16 years old. Yeah, again, midfielder, looks quite good. All these guys are real. We tried to get this guy Pinga, but he rejected us. He looked decent. And then Gustavo Rodriguez for 375 quid. A solid enough left back in the making there, I think, Uruguayan. So we'll turn into the fixtures now, and there actually isn't that many fixtures. The season is so short. Started off the league with a 4-1 win against YFC Modic. An own goal, 2 for Akchuklun and Tita Chow, who probably was the best kind of existing player at the club. 31-year-old Cameroon striker, who's scored 7 goals and 6 assists in 9 games, which is fairly impressive as they go. We lost 2-1 to Eastern. Chu Huai Kyung for us. Lost 4-3 to South China, which is disappointing. We are facing South China in that Senior Shield final. Akoza, he's also quite good, one of the better players, 34 years old. He's from Hong Kong as well. 4 goals, 4 assists in 9 games. But anyway, he scored Yip Chuchun and Chung Wai Kyung. Drew 3-3 with Kichi, Ya Young Kit, Medar Koya and Akoza. Beat Wen Long 3-1, 2 for Akoza and 1 for Freak Shipper. Lost 2-0 to HKFC. Drew 4-4 with Rangers Hong Kong, Si Chi Ho, Yip Chi Shun, Tita Chow and Freak Shipper. Senior Shield quarterfinal beat YFC Modic 3-1. Tita Chow, Yip Chun and Achun Lun scoring. We beat Sun Pegasus 3-2 in the league. Yip Chun, Daniel and Chung Wai Kyung scoring. And then we beat HKFC in the Senior Shield semi-final 4-1. Tita Chow with all 4 goals. Absolutely stunning from the Cameroon man in a impressive victory. So anyway, this has been episode 6. If we have a look in detail at the league, we are in 5th place. 8 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats. We've kind of scored a fair few, but conceded a lot as well. Don't think we're going to win the league or anything this year. We're already 9 points behind. There's only 10 games left in the league, of course. So you kind of have to really be on your tippy toes from right at the start. I don't think we're going to get relegated or anything, which is good to see, though. Because if we get relegated, I think I'll be automatically sacked because there isn't a first division. So that's the only thing they can do is just sack you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later.